5,000 children in old Walmarts with
right here on the southern border, and Texas is going to lose their electoral college if this progression changes. But again, frankly, it's at the expense of the children, which is the real profit center for these NGOs and frankly for the federal government becoming the largest human trafficking purveyors in the world.
I know when we say that, right, we say the United States government is the largest purveyor of human trafficking in the world. We certainly know the accusations leveled against the CIA as being actively involved in this. And here you have these facilities hosting 5,000 children in old Walmarts with guards and guard gates. I'm looking at this Welcome to the South Key program's guard gate that when you pull up, they're watching you. This is unbelievable that this is happening in America. What is the response from the Biden administration when you bring this to, Secretary Mayorkas or any other member of the Biden administration?
I'm glad you brought up Secretary Mayorkas, Clayton, because a team of researchers has done a deep dive led by an attorney, Todd Callender, who's actually got a case in front of the 10th Circuit, taking it to the Supreme Court, questioning the validity of these vaccines and what it does to your sovereignty based on the 13th Amendment. Setting that aside, this team has uncovered the fact that Secretary Mayorkas and every member of the Biden administration, including Kamala Harris, including federal judges, including U.S. Attorney Matthew Graves, all have deficient, defective, or non-existent oaths of office on file. What do I mean by that? When you swear to uphold and defend the Constitution, you have to do two-part process. One is 5 U.S.C. 3331, where you put your hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and swear to uphold the Constitution. And part two is 5 U.S.C. 3332, where it must be presented in a written format, notarized and kept on file within 30 days of taking public office. These people are deficient, defective, or non-existent when it comes to that second part of the oath, which then begs the question, to whom do they really have an allegiance? Are they even up for treason based on the activities they're engaging with this open border policy? And of course, just the abuse of these children is unfathomable what's going on right now.
Yeah, treason. That's a great point, Ann. Michael, when you talk about what's happening with these children and the travesty that's on.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honor to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. It says like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. Give me a quick show through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, and one of your brothers to edify. So this video is basically upon, according to these good Samaritans, like they want you to believe that they are. There's a lot of children that's being taken from the borders of Mexico and put into Walmart, which is all these concentration camps. Same thing that we've been saying for a long period of time, right up in your face. This is on the not on the eve, but after the fact. This information came out after the movie Sound of Freedom came about, which had a good buzz going to it, had a lot of good things talked about, but the mainstream media wouldn't cover it, and a lot of people videos was taken down because of it. No one don't take this down. I'm just mentioning the movie. It was a good movie, but now according to these people, that children is being put into concentration camps. And this is a 17-minute video, and it was basically saying that the people that was escorting these kids from going to Florida to New York and all that, was just giving them the children up to anybody. All right. Now they will have you believe the Republicans or people that's in power in office, the cartels is giving up, evading the border and all this. All this is the Lord certifying, showing that America is Babylon the Great. All right, and this place is going to be destroyed with great destruction, the greatest destruction of them all, because this place has a lot of blood in their hand. And they still have blood in there. And they still caught red-handed of all the evil things that they're doing to the Lord's chosen people. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start with that one. Like I said, this ain't gonna be long. I don't need it to be long. Spirit, Joel. I'm sorry. 3 and 3. It says. Matter of fact, I saw that too. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people, for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. The cause and effect. So the Lord is about to gather the nations, all right, which the Hebrew word for Jehoshaphat is Yahweh Shaphat. And he's about to judge the world for what they've done. And what did have the world to this very day have done? It says verse 3. They have cast lots for my people. And what's a lot? It's an auctioning block. So when they see movies of 12 Years a Slave, Mandingo, was it Drum too? I believe it was Drum. Definitely Roots, the TV series, the show, when Kuta Kente was put in display and they was bidding for him. That's a lot. So they casted lots, and even to this very day, they will cast lots for the children. But they will do it differently, and they might do it the old-fashioned way. It says, "I have given a boy for an harlot." Do I have to explain that? The word for that in the New Testament is a Kemite. All right, a Kemite. Which, when you look up, matter of fact, let me get that real quick, because that's what's happening. That's really what's going on a lot. 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Yeah, it says, "Know you not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be ye not deceived, for neither fornicators, nor adulterers, nor adulterers." So idolaters, or people that worship different gods. Adulterers, which is people that commit adultery. Adultery is an act of a man getting with a married woman, and a woman that's married sleeping with a man that's not her husband. It says, "Nor effeminate, no abusers of themselves with mankind," which that's self-explanatory. I don't look that up. But the Greek word for effeminate, malakos, was soft to the touch, metaphorically in the bad sense. Effeminate of a Chemnite. All right, a boy kept for homosexual relations with a man. So they grooming these children and put them in display. All right, for grown adults, and this is why the educational system is programming these children for this thing. So they're taking little Israelite boys out of the border and turning them. All right. So that's why this devil he has no chance in hell. Okay. No chance in hell. He blasphemed the image of the Lord. He fits this whole entire category right here. Okay. He's not going to make it. And this is what the scriptures was talking about. Going back to Joel 3 and 3. So they have cast lots for my people. They have given a boyfriend harlot. And they sold a girl for wine. For that they might drink. All right. And that's what they did. They took the Lord's children. All right. And displayed them for whatever means that they want. And this is what they're doing to this very day. And what proved this? Revelations 18. There it is. Revelations 18, I'll start at 9. It says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her Who's the her speaking? It's talking about Babylon the Great, America. And the kings is talking about all these different nations that one time was in agreement with America. All right, because America was the centerpiece of the world. All nations wanted to did deals with America. Hey, America helped out Russia when the time after the USSR broken down. They was helping them out. All right, so everybody made a backdoor deal with this place, and his greatest foe as well. It says they lived deliciously, which all the business transactions they did with them, shall be mourn her, so bewail her, and lament for her when they when they shall see the smoke of her burning. So when the Lord judges this place, all these nations are going to see. All right, because these nations, the ones, especially the ones that have the nuclear capability, they don't want to press that button. But the Lord, like the scripture says, he shall take on the right hand, and he's going to strike with the bow. All right, so he's going to take control of those bombs, those nuclear bombs, and he's going to destroy this place. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So it took over 200 something odd years for this empire to rule the world and to be as great as form. It's going to take 1 hour to completely dismantle this place. All right, and there's nothing nobody can do about it. And it says, the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. So now they're going to be concerned what happened to the people yet. They're going to be concerned about their money. It says, the merchants of gold, silver, precious stones, of pearls, fine linen, purple, and silk, and scarlet, and thine wood, and all manners of vessels of ivory, all manner of vessels of most precious wood, of brass and iron and marble, and cinnamon odor, and cinnamon and odors, and ointments and frankincense and wine, oil, fine flour, wheat, beasts, sheep, and horses, chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. Let's look up the word slaves. It says, the Greek word is sama, the body both of man and animals, of dead body or corpse, living body, animals, bodies of planets, of stars. It's not talking about that. So it's talking about people's bodies. Okay? And what's the hot market? Is the Israelite foreigners come into this country. They turn families apart and they're putting them in captivity. America has the number one slave. They are the number one in pedophilia, human trafficking. That's what they call it. All right, around the world, and that's prophetic. It says, "In the souls of men," because this is the land of the great enchantments, of the great multitude of sorceries, and this is how they're keeping everything in check, or everybody. So once this place go down, everything gets released. But this place is caught red-handed. It's witness against them. And they're concerned about the chariots, and they want to make that final step. The chariots is spying, and they're seeing everything. They're recording everything. All right, they're surveilling everything. This is why this scripture is so important. Exodus 21 and 15, 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So it's people that this man stole is in his hand? Yup, to this very day, to this very moment. It has not changed. That's the most lucrative business in the whole entire planet Earth, is slavery. Alright? And to this very day, to this very moment, the people of the Lord is caught into this man's hands. So you have a lot to pay for. And the Lord is going to destroy you, man. He's going to annihilate you. He's going to eradicate you. And here it is. They're talking about this is the land of the free, home of the brave. And to this day, you still take people and put them in captivity. Taking children and put them in the concentration camps. And put them in display. Selling them. You don't even have a proper record of them. Man, this the Lord's about to... This is why World War III, this is why America's going to be destroyed. This is why a lot of things are going to happen. I'm going to end it off on this. Revelation 13 and 9, it says, and if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints, which is music to our ears. This is the true reparations. This is true justice. Alright? Not no fucking FRN notes. Not no digital money. None of that crap. No silver, no gold. It's eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You put us into captivity, you gotta go into captivity. Thus saith the scriptures. That being said, Lord, when you brothers edify, shalom to the elected nation of Israel. Shalom.